What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to Locked in Sports, bringing you my 5 best bets for today, March 15th, in the NBA. Before I hop into today's bets, let's go over yesterday. A 2-2 day, not our favorite, but not a losing day, not terrible. So, what happened? Dylan Brooks played a good game. He decided to show up for once. On the day we take his under, he actually starts playing basketball. It's unfortunate. Damian Lillard just didn't show up. He didn't. After the first quarter, he just kind of fell off and only got a 17 points, going pretty far under his line. I know some of you were talking about in the comments how you took his first quarter points. Dude, congrats to y'all. Excellent read, taking his first quarter and not his full game points. Love that for you. Unfortunately, I took his full game. That sucks. But Kyle Lowry went over his line pretty easily. That was a locked-in hit. And Bradley Beal, same deal, went over his line. That was a pretty sweat-free bet as well. That's enough about yesterday. Let's start making some money today. Getting into my 5 best bets. Let's hit it. As I'm recording this, there are only lines out for 4 of the 6 games tomorrow. The Pelicans-Clippers game and the Suns-Hornets game don't have their lines out, but those games both include players that are on back-to-backs, which I don't like to bet on anyway because back-to-backs make players do weird things. So I like the games that we have available. I like the props that I found. I will say you're going to see quite a few unders. You're going to see a lot of first quarter props. And that's because 3 out of these 4 games look like they might be blowouts. And I like having blowout protection. Blowout protection is unders and it's first quarter props. Yeah. But don't worry, I counted for that in the picks, did my research. These are some locked in bets. And the first one is Franz Wagner for under 27.5 PRA. Last time he played the Pistons, he dropped 17, 4, and 2. And over his last 10, he's been averaging 15.7, 5, and 3.2. I like the guy. I do. I like betting on his overs. They hit a lot early in the season, but recently they just haven't been there. He's been going under a lot. He hasn't been averaging great points. And I know he's playing the Pistons, and the Pistons don't have a good defense. But that means he's not going to play in the fourth quarter. He's probably not playing as many minutes. I don't think he hits this point by the end of the third, and I don't think he plays in the fourth. So no matter how you slice this, Franz Wagner's not going over this PRA line. So Franz Wagner under 27.5 PRA. Next pick comes from the Magic versus Toronto game. Actually, it's the same point spread as the previous game at about 7.5. So we're in blowout potential here as well. But the pick that I like is Jalen Suggs for over 3.5 first quarter points. Last time he played Toronto, he dropped 18 on them. And because this is a potential blowout, I like the idea of taking his first quarter points instead of his full game points. His average first quarter points for the season have been above this line. It's simple. Don't overthink it. Yeah, he's going over this first quarter points line. He's been on a hot streak recently. He's been doing good. Let's back him. Jalen Suggs over 3.5 first quarter points. For our next pick, we are hopping into the Denver versus San Antonio game, and we're backing someone who's hit for us before, hit for me a lot of times. It's MPJ, Michael Porter Jr. for over 4.5 first quarter points. Why first quarter? Same deal, potential blowout. We're going to take first quarter. And why are we taking MPJ's points? Because he dropped 25 on the Spurs last time they played. He's averaging 20 points over his last 10, and he averages 5.4 first quarter points this season. He's already averaging over this line, and if you factor in how well he does against the Spurs, it's a pretty obvious pick. Don't need to talk about it anymore. Lock it in for Michael Porter Jr. over 4.5 first quarter points. These last 2 picks come from, thank God, the first game of the day that's not looking like a blowout. It's the Hawks versus Jazz game. And our first player that we're backing is Jalen Johnson for over 29.5 PRA. Last time he played him, he dropped 22, 13, and 6. That was in their only matchup this season, and he's averaging about this line over his last 10 games. I think his matchup is going to push him over the line. Yeah, I like Jalen Johnson. I think he's pretty solid. I think he's been playing well. I think this is just a matchup where he thrives. So lock it in, Jalen Johnson over 29.5 PRA. Final pick of the day, it is for John Collins. We're taking his under 5 first quarter points. He only scored 5 points against the Hawks last time they played, so it's not a good matchup for him. But why first quarter points? Why not whole game points? Because first quarter, he's guaranteed to be matched up against Clint Capella. I don't think he can score on Capella. Capella shut him down last time. I think he definitely shuts him down this time. But if the Jazz are smart, they'll move the rotation around. Collins doesn't have to face Capella, and he gets some points. But that first quarter, they're both going to be on the floor. There's no getting around it. Capella is going to lock Collins down. He's not hitting this line in the first quarter. If you want to take his full game points for an under, I get it. I feel more confident betting on him not beating Capella. So, John Collins, under 5 first quarter points. All right, so those are my 5 best bets for today, Friday, March 15th in the NBA. If I seemed a bit rushed, it's because it's late. I got a busy schedule, and I really want to make this video, edit this video, get out to you guys in a reasonable time frame so you have time to make your bets. But as always, if you're new here, I make this little speech at the end. I dig up a lot of picks in my research. I spend a lot of time researching these games, and I just don't want to abandon all the picks that I'm not giving out in the main section of the video. So I toss them in here at the end. These are the picks that I don't want to leave on the cutting room floor. So I call them my cutting room floor picks. I'm going to rattle them off really quickly. And if you were thinking about backing into these players, you like the pick, got a good gut feeling, it's a player you like, you want to take it, awesome. They're not locked in, but they're solid picks regardless. First one is Bam Adebayo for under 34.5 PRA. He doesn't play well against Detroit, and it could be a blowout. And he's injured. Might not even play. Might play limited minutes. Cade Cunningham over 5 first quarter points. He plays great against Miami, but again, could be a blowout. Duncan Robinson over 3.5 first quarter points. Same spiel as Cunningham. Same spiel as Cunningham. Good matchup, but blowout potential. We've got Emmanuel Quickly for under 37.5 PRA. He doesn't play well against Orlando, or he didn't earlier in the season. There's a blowout potential, but he has been playing pretty well recently, so didn't feel confident fully backing it. Kelly Olynyk under 25.5 PRA. Same deal as Quickly. Bad matchup against the Magic earlier in the season, but been playing well recently. But potential blowout. There's a lot of factors there. Gary Harris for over 7.5 points. He dropped 10 on Toronto last time they played. He's been averaging 9.1 in his last 10. Good matchup, but blowout. That's really the theme for today. Just blowouts make picks difficult. Jeremy Sohan under 19.5 PRA. Bad matchup against Denver and blowout, but he's been playing well recently. KCP for over 13.5 points. 13.5 PRA. He dropped a 16, 1, and 6 last time against the Spurs. He's been averaging above this line recently, but he's only over in 1 of the last 3, so he's been a little volatile in his last 3 games, so not fully confident taking it. Those were my cutting room floor picks. I hope you guys like one of them, some of them. Hope you have fun with them. But that is all the sports betting information I have to give out to you guys today. Before I end the video, I just want to say thank you all for the just tons of support that I've been getting. The views, the likes, the comments, you guys posting your own picks in the comment section is just something I didn't expect to be getting on this channel so early, and I appreciate you all for it so much. Thank you guys, genuinely. It makes me feel really good about the time and the effort I put into these videos, knowing that they're being watched, knowing they're being well received, knowing that you guys want more of them. That's awesome. So, as always, subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video, leave a comment, start a discussion down there about your picks. I know Last video had a parlay left in the comments that ended up hitting, so congrats to you who left that pick. Awesome. And yeah, let's continue that streak today. Yeah, I'm just really happy about how this is going. Thank you guys for showing up. Like, subscribe. Yeah, thank you. That's all I have for today. Let's have a good one. Let's make some money.